Okay, so we're gonna set up parking lot similar to these layouts here. We'll start with this particular layout here, except we're gonna have it all one plan so that you don't have to tap each section individually here. So we'll start by going to add field where it says geometry. I want to make sure we're on geometry and do a rectangle. So we'll drag and drop one out here. And if you look at this rectangle, let's tap on it. Let's go into the edit menu. If you look at it, it's always going to paint at this bottom corner first, and that's its route. If you've ever seen one, it's going to paint here, turn around, and then paint this line here, and that's how it paints the square. Right? So with that in mind, we can go ahead and where it says rectangle, let's go to actions, rename it. We'll say parking. We'll open up the folder, and we're gonna highlight the left, go to actions and remove the left. Let's go to right, remove the right, and remove the bottom. So now we've got this top line here. Let's rename it. Go to actions, rename. We'll say mid line. Done. Let's highlight it, go to more, arrange, and we'll make it a bit longer. And we can also, right now it's going to paint this way. The line used to be down here, so it was going to go like this and then paint this way here. So I'm just going to select rotation, go to center, and rotate it 180. Let's save it. So now it's going to paint this way. It's going to start here and paint to the left. Okay, so now we're going to go to where it says add element. We're going to go to geometry in a rectangle. So select here. And we want to scale it to be the size of, or the length of each slip. So if the customer wants the, the width or each line to be, usually people do something like 18 feet. Let's do this. Go to 18 feet. Change the yards to 0, and we'll do the same for the width. So we'll go to 18 feet, yards to 0, inches 0. Cool. And if we look at this box, it's going to paint it the same way. So the robot's going to come here and paint this line first, do a loop, paint here, do another loop, and then come around and do that. So with that in mind, what we can do is rotate it so that these corners here is going to be going like this. The robot's going to paint it like this. Do a loop, come over here, paint this line. So we'll rotate it, we'll scroll down here at the bottom. We're going to have to go all the way around to 225. So now, because the robot's going to paint it like this, we need to just move it over here. So if we tap move at the top, change it from local to global, use these arrows a bit, just doing 1 yard at a time, and then we'll change it to 1 inch. There you go. Great. So now what the robot's going to do is paint this line from the right to the left. Then it's going to jump over here and paint this line, do a loop, paint this line. And its next move is to paint this line here. So we need to manipulate just this line to be rotated and then moved over here. So what we can do is tap save, where it says rectangle. Let's go to actions and rename. Say section. Let's open up the section folder where it says right. Highlight the right one. Go to more, arrange, We'll rotate it, and we'll go to 135. Then we can go to move, change it to from local to global, and say the customer wants a 14 foot wide parking space. So you change the value to 14, tap the arrow, and there's your first parking slip. You can see the robot right now, or you can't see, but it's gonna paint this line here, do a loop, paint this line here, and then bust a left, paint this line here, and its next move would be to travel all the way over here and then paint this line going this way. So we need to rotate it so that this side of the line is rotated down here and then moved so that it does this efficient loop here, and then it paints this way here. So we're almost there. We'll tap save, highlight the bottom line, go to more, arrange, where it says rotate, select rotate, and then where it says select rotation center, we're going to select this point up here at the top, and then we're going to change the rotation $315. Then we can go to move, change it from local to global, and we'll do the same thing where we change the value here to 14. Change it to 0, so just 14 feet. Tap the arrow one time. And now we've got a section built, so we can save it. We'll go back to where it says, we'll go back inside of that main folder here. So we've got the midline. It's going to paint this way here. It's going to hit this line here, do a loop, paint this line, bust a left, paint this line, and then finish up here. Which is good because now all we got to do is select the section, go to actions and copy it. Select the copied section, go to more, arrange, we'll move it. We'll select where it says local, we'll go to global. And anytime you copy an added element, it's going to position it 1 yard above the copied element. So we'll change it back, we'll move it back down 1 yard. And then we're going to move it, we'll change the value here to 28 feet. Tap this arrow one time, and now we can just start building that way. So we can tap save, we can copy the copied one, highlight the new one, go to more, arrange, move, select local, go to global, tap the arrow down one time, change the value to 28. And then tap this arrow one time, save it, and we'll just repeat those steps a few more times. Copy, select the new, more, arrange, move, local, set the value to 28, tap the arrow, save, go ahead and copy it again, select the new one, more, arrange, move, local, down 1, 28, tap the arrow, save it. Great. And we can kind of go back to this midline here, go to more, arrange. We can select the scaling origin, go to this left line here, and then just extend it however long it needs to be. That's actually good, 42 yards. Save, save it, and there it is. So now we've got this section, or this field or parking lot, that's just one whole template, right? And we know it's going to paint efficiently because of the way we set it up.